everyone and welcome back to the Justfly channel. My name is Jay and I'm the host of this channel, and today we haven't got that much news on today, but I will state there is quite a lot of important things you might want to take from this one. So let's not waste any time, but before we do that, make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below what you found interesting about today's Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. Let's not waste any time, let's get straight in with it.
Purchase your tracks.
Kicking off the news with Microsoft Flight Simulator, they have released a brand new update for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 for those using the Sim Update 1 beta build. This will bring you up to version 1.3.19.0, which is relatively a small update in terms of the number of patch notes, but is one step closer to being brought out to the public for a full-on release. Now, as I said, it is relatively small, so there's going to be a handful of changes, but as I said before, it's more going to be catered towards bringing more progression over to making a more stable release for the general public. But there was one good thing, which is that we got a few more bits and bobs for the SDK itself. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with the drama or you haven't been watching Microsoft Flight Simulator news, then Sim Update 1 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 was supposed to be coming out on February the 18th, 2025. But in a development blog update, they did have to push it back due to some things was not ready and some of the things were just not fully functional at all. At this present moment, there is no brand new ETA date at all, or time, or whenever this is going to be released, but as usual, I'll keep you updated on this. Now, if you are going to be installing the beta update or you already have it, as a gentle reminder, if you have anything inside your community folder, you should remove it or rename it in order to ensure that the update runs smoothly, and make sure that you back up all of your stuff in the community folder just in case any of that does get lost. DWK on the track. Now, sticking along with Microsoft for just a couple more minutes, they are releasing their very first of the 4 make good aircrafts, which will be out next week for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. The first aircraft that we will be seeing is the Cessna 185F Skywagon. This aircraft is going to be part of a series intended to be released for free to all of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 users as an apology for the difficulties encountered during the sim launch in November, and this was announced during the most recent dev live stream. Now, if you didn't get a chance to watch the full live stream, I will leave it in the link in the description, but I also have done a recap of it as well, so I'll also leave that in the link in the description, and it should be on the right hand side as well, so just watch it after this video. The aircraft, developed in partnership with Conado, was originally intended to be released as a payware famous flyer series aircraft. However, following the troubled launch of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, Jorg announced during the stream that all customers will be receiving 4 new aircrafts for free. Confirmed alongside the Skywagon was the Embraer Cap 4, which will also be making an appearance at a future date in the sim. The make and model of the other 2 free aircrafts are not yet revealed, but hopefully they will be revealed very soon. Now, what you can see on screen is the short trailer that was shown during the live stream. We saw that the aircraft is coming in several different landing configurations with various amounts of wheels, floats for water landing, and so much more. Customers who have brought a copy of MSFS 2024 can expect to see the Skywagon appearing inside their sim next week with the release of hopefully the brand new Sim Update 1, but as I said before, there is no sort of confirmed dates just yet, but hopefully it's next week. Now, I'm sure the main reason why you're here for this news video is because of the iniBuilds A350, which is due to launch within the next week, and the hype is building up for the modern twin-engine Airbus aircraft. Now, we already had 2 deep dive sessions, numerous rounds of teasers, and so much more, but now further details are being clearer ahead of its release date. Now, we do know that the plane package will cost £59.99. Now, that excludes taxes and VAT. In the UK, that will bring it up to around about £71. It is quite a lot of money, and I'm now thinking about if I want to buy this right now. But what I can say is that it will be coming out at the ending of February. But there are some details that remain unknown, and in particular the differences between Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and the 2020 version. Now, what I can say is that iniBuilds did make a infographics which I know this is going to upset quite a lot of people because in those 2 videos that I made, people were quite upset that iniBuilds has had to limit a few things, but I'll explain that in just a minute. But what they have done is, as you can see, there is now a comparison about what features you will be getting in either the PC, Xbox, or the 2020 to 2024 versions. Now, for the most part, which is mainly just the cockpit, both versions are going to be the exact same on the inside. A few differences that you might start noticing, obviously, main one is the interior modeling and how the dynamic weathering will only be available in the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 version and only for those users only. But features like the brakes to vacate, ANF, various amounts of approach types will still be present across the board. That includes Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, PC, and Xbox. Now, this is where most people are getting confused, and it's worth reminding you lot that this plane was mainly supposed to be coming out only for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, but the team did revise it at the ending to ensure that the version does come out for 2020, obviously with a huge difference between the 2 overall. But I will state that the overall experience is still probably going to be the exact same. Now, furthermore, what they also did do is give a whole range of FAQs and how-to guides in their forums for you guys to go ahead and look at it. That pricing is still quite high though, but for the amount of things that you're getting, which if you don't know, you are getting the A350-900 and 1000 in this release that's coming out now, and then you will get the -900 ULR version later on down the line with extra added features, but I still find it quite a lot of money. But hey, iniBuilds, you've done a good job with your aircraft at least. Now, moving on to a team that hasn't really said that much about their aircraft, but is CSS. They let the community know that the development for its up-and-coming Boeing 737 Classic series for Microsoft Flight Simulator is entering into its final stages of development. The aircraft project is undergoing the beta testing process to ensure the accuracy of the aircraft systems, with works on the last few items are still undergoing, but those should probably be done by the ending of when this beta testing is completed. We also learned that the EFB is continuing to be worked on, whilst a team of artists is refining the cockpit and cabin textures. Finally, CSS confirmed full support for Navigraph integration for the product. They have also described this to be a study level experience for the legendary airliner, featuring a detailed flight model, advanced features, highly detailed 3D visualizations, and so much more. A release date will be announced very soon, but in the meantime, you can just look at the previews as shown on screen and also head over to their Discord, which I'll try and leave in the link in the description. Now, whilst many of you still are waiting the Parallel 42's ChasePlane stuff, which we do have some more things to talk about today, the team also released 2 products for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Both the Juice Goose and Widow's Peak are now natively supported in 2024's version of the sim. This is also utilizing the latest technologies that's also found in there. We're going to first start off with the Juice Goose. It is an electric ETV that will allow you to explore the world on the ground instead of using the air, as it's obviously inside of its name, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, this is designed to be a fast and handle all types of terrain. You can easily explore regions of the world not usually accessible by the air. It is also a great complementary product to their smaller airfields, or such as the one that I'm going to be giving out now, or even more detailed photogrammetry cities as well. Now, this new update is obviously fully natively supported for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 and takes advantage of the new engines and physics that could be found as well. You'll also have 3 different motor variants, customize your vehicle to your liking, and also enable cruise control so you don't spend too much time, controlling the actual system, and you are looking at the scenery more as well. If you previously owned the Juice Goose for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, you'll get a upgrade to 2024's version for $2 by using the code that's now shown on screen at checkout. This will be valid until October the 14th, 2025. Otherwise, you'll be able to just pick it up via the Parallel 42's website for $15, and that includes taxes and VAT. Now, the next thing that they also released is Widow's Peak. Now, this is again natively supported for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and this scene product allows you to explore a condensed area packed with smaller details that is perfect for group flights or even just driving around in the Juice Goose as well. Now, like the Juice Goose, Parallel 42 has rebuilt this product completely from the ground up for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, again taking advantage of the new technologies. Now, current owners can get a free upgrade. This is valid for 6 months, which means that this code that I'm about to give you will last up until the 19th of August 2025. The code is now shown on screen. Just use it at checkout. Otherwise, if you're a new customer, you just need to buy this for $10, and that includes taxes and VAT. Now, coming back to iniBuilds for just a couple of minutes. They have partnered up with both VATSIM and IVAO for 2 massive A350 centric events next week. Next week, both online networks will staff up various amounts of airports around the world, giving flight simmers the chance not just only to experience the plane for the first time, but to take it through specific airports that offer long-haul flights, regional hubs, and ferry flights as well. VATSIM is hosting their event on February the 28th at 12 p.m. Zulu time. The following airports will now be shown on screen, and these will have online coverage. As always, VATSIM always asks you to get yourself prepared as soon as possible by signing on to the network and ensuring that you familiarize yourself with the plane before attempting to fly on the network. Now, for IVAO, March the 1st is when they're going to be hosting theirs at 1 p.m. Zulu time. Now, they're going to be hosting again their own A350 event. This time, they are specifically looking for people to descend into London Heathrow. You'll be required to also have a slot, which can be booked through the IVAO forums. What is also cool about IVAO is that they've teamed up with iniBuilds to offer some prizes to celebrate the release as well. So hopefully you guys win some cool prizes, and let me know inside the comments what you guys win. Parallel 42 continue to provide some more details on their up-and-coming ChasePlane for Microsoft Flight Simulator. After throwing out a confirmation of the tool last month, the team are now showcasing more of the UI and providing the first information on how to get your grips around the new camera software. Now, in the first 10 minutes of the video, bear in mind there was like 3 different videos, but this one we're talking about is the step-by-step tutorial. They mainly showed you how to get yourself up and running with ChasePlane, along with setting up camera views, control binds, and also showing off the groups and also how the cinematic will look. Now, in the second video, Parallel 42 took us on a tour of how to set up the actual camera views using its smart views as well with a utility. Now, you could also see the on-screen controls to refine your camera location, along with easily changing names or locations of the viewpoint. Now, there is also a third video that has come out that also showcases how shortcuts will also be used inside of ChasePlane. Now, I know this is going to be a little bit controversial for some people, but Parallel 42 also confirmed that users will be able to export and import their own profiles and settings to allow anyone in the community to share and create. In addition to that, all of the views and profiles will be backed up automatically into Parallel 42's cloud service. There is one catch about this cloud service though. It is free for only 1 year. After that, you'll then need to opt in for an additional $5 a year to their storage fee. Or you could do a $20 on top of whatever you're paying for ChasePlane, which again, that has not been confirmed with the prices. But if you pay $20 US, it's a one-off fee for you to get access to it all the time. Or your next option is not to use the cloud service after the 1 year is completed and just stick with the basic ChasePlane. Now, I will leave the link in the description for you to actually take a closer read and also just read a little bit more about ChasePlane in particular. Again, I'll leave that link in the description. We do not know what the price is of ChasePlane, so I'm just going to leave it right there. Let's move on to the next topic. And the last topic for today is from developers over at Simulations. They have announced Nuuk Airport, also known as Bravo Golf Golf Hotel. Now, this is for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the airport is located in the capital of Greenland and has several local and international flights. It's recently expanded its runway to just over 2,200 meters and enables more aircrafts and airliners to operate to the aircraft. Airliners that you would see there is United, Island Air, and also SAS. They have confirmed that they are going to be deploying more aircrafts to this airport, increasing the local capacity. Now, Simulation says that Nuuk Airport is still in its early stages of development, but we'll see more previews as soon as possible. So right now, just wait, but you know already that I'll just give you more information when it does come out. And that is it for today's Microsoft Flight Simulator news video. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed it. Yesterday has been not that much, but it has been quite packed, so it's probably still a long video, but it does make a difference. Hoping that you guys enjoyed it. Again, make sure that you think about what you're doing with ChasePlane and also the iniBuilds A350 if you guys are still going to be picking up, even though it is costing around about £71. But you got to remember, those come with a whole bunch of different variants, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, this has been your boy Jay, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I'll see you in another video. Happy flying.